Hello, and welcome to my next video in my series of Ask the Expert. This evening, I'm Sam from My Mortgage Angel. We offer friendly mortgage advice from our lovely office in Benfleet. We can also offer Zoom appointments as well, and we do flexible appointments in the evening. Now, this evening, we're recording this on Wednesday, the 19th of March, on a very dark, cold evening. But I've got the fabulous Shoko and Ed from easyStorage Essex with me. Now, Shoko, we met at a WIBN lunch in December 2024. And from the moment we met, firstly, we have the orange thing going on. But I just knew I needed to know more about your incredible business. So, yeah, welcome to the podcast or the video that we're doing this evening. Thank you for your time. And let's start with just a little introduction to your business. Who are you? What can you do, please?
Yes. First of all, thank you for inviting us to this amazing video. I'm Shoko, and this is my husband, Ed. And we are easyStorage Essex. And we are part of Easy Group, as people know this by the color, and also EasyJet. We are part of the family. And what we do, we are although it's a big group, but we are a small family business. We run together in Essex. Our base is near High Easter, which is Chelmsford.
So whilst we deal with that, we are a family business operating the national brand, part of the Easy Group. What we offer is storage. Two types of storage. We come to you, we collect it, we load it, we take it away and put it in our warehouse, or you can bring it to us and put it into the warehouse yourself. That's what we do.
Yes, let me show you some video. Apologies for the the Siri that worked that reacted to my voice. So let me show you some pictures. So
this is one of our lorries outside a client's house, and here's the lorry inside the warehouse. Now, what you see there on the left is one large wooden pod. Lorry carries 3 of these. They're 35 square feet, 250 cubic feet, and you can get a small 1-bedroom flat packed carefully into one of these pods, maybe 2, and obviously the bigger the house, the bigger the job. We keep adding pods until you run out of stuff. We will not run out of pods before you run out of items to store.
yes, and we take support to our storage and deliver them when the clients request us to deliver.
So as you can see from the warehouse there, we lift these pods off the lorries with the forklift, and we can stack them up. This is why we're price competitive, because we are storing off the high street in bulk, and that's reflected in our pricing. We are a good value brand. That's the whole purpose of Easy.
Yeah.
Amazing. I've used removal services in the past, and I'm always amazed by how they do Tetris to pack stuff. I think you've got to have the brain for it, and you definitely do, to fit a 1-bed flat in one of those pods almost. I can't believe it. I need to come out and check that out one day, I think.
Unless you're a hoarder.
Well,
if you're a hoarder, we'll send several lorries.
Yeah.
You might need 2 for my shoe collection.
Oh.
We have one lovely customer who we call Bookman for compliance reasons, because we can't disclose his name. He rang up and said, I need some storage. Great guy, had a little chat. He says, I've got some books. I like books. We talk books. We went to his house. We took over 10,000 hardback books out of his house. It was 5 of our lorries loaded to the full maximum legal weight of books. I think the reason he had to move out of the house was his landlady was worried that the structural integrity of the house was under pressure. Trust me, he had a beautiful collection of books. He still has a beautiful collection of books. They're in our warehouse. He is into double figures for the number of pods he has with us. And that's all I'm going to say, because we protect our clients very carefully. And he's a lovely man.
How lovely not to have to part with your gifts. And yeah, Wow, what an amazing service. And I think when we met, you were describing how, so what piqued my interest was the fact that you don't actually have to have all of your pods delivered back to you on the same day. So maybe I get clients who are moving and they think actually we're going to renovate the bedroom to start with because that's the room where actually you want that to be really personal straight away. So to be able to book your team and say, okay, this I don't want this pod delivered straight away, so this one goes into service, but the rest of them come straight on, and then when they're done, they can have that one. So to not have to do your DIY around your possessions, I think is an incredible service.
It is. And I mean, we've got one move going on at the moment. We picked these guys up in November. They sold their house in Chelmsford. They bought a new one around the corner. And currently they are living down near Southend with the mother-in-law because the builders are in. So we moved some of their items to the mother-in-law's house so that the family can survive there. The kids' bunk beds, all of that stuff went to that house. Some of the stuff went straight to their new property because you could go into the garden, the garage, and the shed. And the rest of their items, up to and including the piano, are safe in our warehouse. Now, we have packed it room by room, pod by pod, so that as they have a lot of work going on in the house, we have been able to return. The master bedroom went back last week. We haven't delivered the kids' stuff yet because the kids aren't living in the house, they're still at granny's. So if you're involved in a renovation or a probate move where you need to have work done at the new property, we can hold 75–80% of your items back at the warehouse and only deliver, the kitchen that you need to survive on day one, mum and dad's bed because they're knackered and want somewhere decent to sleep at the end of the night, and everything else stays out the way until the work is done, and then we deliver it. It's all labelled up. Because we do it in modular, you can manage the move back with us.
Yeah, that's amazing. And also sometimes chains break down and you find people have to move out for a day, a week, a month, whatever in between. So to have that storage facility just brings clients a huge peace of mind. So yeah, I absolutely love what you do.
Yeah,
We've gone completely off script already.
Is there a script to moving? Moving is a horrendous part of everybody's life. It's horrendous for us and we do it every day. But for the people who are actually moving for the first time in 25 or 30 years, it's just better to be guided through the whole process. We do it in a phase. We come and collect the stuff over the last couple of weeks leading up to exchange and completion. And as we've just discussed, you can have it all back on day one, but we recommend that even if you're having your stuff back over a short period of time, take it in 2 or 3 bites.
Yeah.
Get the big furniture in, get the furniture in the right place before we give you 150 boxes to be rearranged on those shelves. Because if the boxes are in the middle of the room, you can't move the sofa from one side to the other.
Absolutely. You sound like an expert, Ed. It's like you've maybe done this before.
Yeah, when was the last time I picked up a sofa? It can't be more than about 5 or 6 hours ago. And by the way, we have all the kit to move them properly. So our sofa, we have what we call sofa bags. They're a bit like the snowboard or bike bags you have for traveling. The sofa gets wrapped in that. That means the sofa can't get damaged on the way out. It can't damage the walls. We have the wall protectors, we have the door protectors, and we have every shape of cardboard box known to man, God, and removers, and that's 3 separate categories.
Right, so I'm going to go back onto the script and ask, how do you help your clients? And you've already told us a lot about what you do, but I think there's a few more bits of information there that you haven't covered yet.
Well, that's pretty so. Sam, when was the last time you picked up a washing machine?
Not in a while, I have to say. I did fracture my elbow recently, so I'm out of the weightlifting game, Ed.
Okay, so we will pick up and carry the washing machine in our arms down the stairs and round the corner if we have to.
Wow.
We are professionals. We have the equipment. We have piano lifts. We have trolleys and dollies and all of those things. But at the end of the day, and this is whether you use a man in a van or whether you go to the most expensive white glove removal firm in the country, every item needs to be picked up from your property and carried out and put onto the lorry. Every item needs to be carried back into your property at the new place or the existing place if it comes back to there. That's what we do. We bring the muscle and the skill and the equipment to your house. We know how to do it. Many of our clients, their washing machine lifting days are in the past, and they pay a service like us to come and do it. And that's what we do.
But also we store securely. Storage itself is what people need. For example, when people move overseas for a couple of years and then return home, they need to securely keep their items in storage.
Yeah, and the way that we store in the wooden boxes in the warehouse that we use, I have absolute confidence that your goods will come out in the shape that they went in. We have a whole bunch of antique furniture from China when we used to live over there, which is too big for our current house. So we are storing our own antiques and furniture in our warehouse. I have a rare book collection, which I bought off another customer, which I'm storing in my warehouse, and I'm not worried about the condition of those books. We have a lovely customer who has about £150,000 of vinyl records in storage because he fell in love, midlife love. They bought a VW camper and they are doing the round Europe midlife thing. But in the meantime, his record collection is safe in our warehouse. So we're confident in the quality of our storage and the way that your goods will come back to you, whether it's because you've been in Dubai for 3 years or just in the mother-in-law's for 3 weeks whilst you're painting the new place.
So safe to say you're experts in what you do.
We'd hope so. But I mean,
There was a pause.
yeah, how can you? No, you can't say. But go onto Google and you'll see that we are 5 stars for what we do on easyStorage Essex. Google, it's there. Read the reviews. We've done some amazing work for some lovely people. We've done some amazing, incredible things for people in desperate circumstances. And yeah, we are proud of what we do. We're proud of this brand. And across the whole network, not just us, I think we're delivering a great product to people at a price point which actually it's a steal.
Yeah. Which leads me on very nicely to my next question, Ed. It's almost like you knew the questions in advance. How do you charge?
Very moderately. Okay. Starting with one pod, as you saw in the picture, we charge to collect that pod. We charge to store that pod by the month. We charge to return it. You can buy extra services from us, as in we will dismantle your wardrobe if it's too big to come down the stairs and you built it in your bedroom. So we dismantle and we rebuild. We also pack. So for some people who are in a hurry or out of the country or just have enough money that they don't have to pack their own kitchen, we will come in and we will do it completely. And of all the things I do for customers, I recommend the kitchen pack as the best value. It seems expensive when we first quote you the price, but until you've packed a kitchen, a family kitchen, you will then understand why we charge what we do. So that's how it works. We start from one pod, and there is a standard menu of pricing which is built into the website. So if someone books online, it builds a price for them. When you get to the larger jobs, 3-4 bedroom houses, office moves, things like that, then we come out and see you. We have a chat, we discuss, we work out what actually is the best solution for the client, because most clients have never done this. So if you haven't moved for 20 years, you don't really know what to do or what's going to happen. That's why we come out, we discuss it with you, then we build the price based on the menu system. And if the client is happy with the quote, then we win the job. If they're not happy with the quote, other removal services are available in the yellow pages or on the internet. They're just not as orange as us, and they're not as nice.
I'm not even sure the yellow pages exists anymore, does it?
Yeah, I think it does online.
That tells his age and my age.
Moving Fred Flintstone when he went to his first cave, and we're still moving people now.
So in essence, you're very clear and transparent about your prices. Everything's agreed up front, so the clients are never going to get a nasty surprise from you.
Absolutely, because we don't want unhappy customers. And if you've gone through everything and all the prices are disclosed, like all of our prices include VAT,
Yep.
for example, there are no hidden extras. There are no surprises.
Fabulous. Great. So I think this is going to open up quite a lot of conversation here, but I want to hear about your cases that make you feel most particularly proud, please.
Okay, then I'll deal with one briefly while Shoko
Yep.
thinks of another one. We inherit quite a lot of furniture from the removals business, where people are going to buy brand new sofas, new beds, new cabinets, or simply they move from a standard house to a beautiful cottage and they realize that the bed won't go up the stairs. We have a waste license. We take the stuff away, and the best stuff we sort out and keep at the warehouse. The rest we dispose of with proper commercial recycling. We deal with 2 women's refuges in Essex who send clients to us when they're being rehoused. And typically these are going to be ladies who will have children, and they've only got the clothes they were standing up with when they fled from the situation they were in before. We invite them to come to the warehouse and we ask them, what do you need? And we will give them fridges, washing machines, televisions, sofas, beds, wardrobes, kitchen items. Whatever our clients have donated to us is available to be recycled to these people. We then pick this stuff for them, we load it into the pods in the normal way, and we deliver it to them as if they were a paying customer. We will go in, we will build the beds for them. We do not install televisions onto walls because that is not covered by our insurance, although everything else is insured properly. And we don't connect washing machines because there's always the risk of turning into a Noah incident. So we don't do that. But other than that, we do everything as we would normally do for a normal paying customer. And that, I think, is the thing that I'm most proud of. It's not on our socials. It's not, although there are some reviews where people have told the world on Google what we did for them, but it's pro bono. It's heartbreaking, the situations, and I'm almost in tears now, and I'm almost always in tears when we complete these moves for people, because it's absolutely life-changing for them at a point where their life is just in the full spin cycle of washing machine life.
Yeah.
You've just come out of a domestic abuse situation, you're being rehoused, and somebody donates you everything from teaspoons through to sofas and beds. That's the work I'm most proud of. And other than that, we just make some normal customers really happy. And we've moved Japanese stone gardens, we've moved koi carp ponds, we've moved memorial gardens for a pensioner for her deceased husband. We dug the garden up, the stones and all the things she had, and we reinstalled it in her new garden. That was great, but it's supporting the domestic, to say we support domestic abuse sounds terrible. We support the victims of it, and we're proud of that.
Yeah, you should be incredibly proud of that. Absolutely. You're like their angel that they've been looking out for.
Angel.
Wings. Yes.
So there's a bit of a link there, but yeah, I'm not very good at interviewing people.
Yeah. So
I think I agree. And when I met them, they were so appreciative, and they gave our children biscuits, and that was very moving moment for me. That in a period of the difficulty, they were still kind, and
also the motivation for why there was one lady who, again, I'm never going to forget. So we went and cleared. This lady, we managed to salvage some of the items from the property she had shared with her ex, and then we go in and we collect, and the client doesn't have to be there. I've done WhatsApp. I've used video calling to show the client, to make sure that we've collected everything. And we brought that one back to the warehouse. The client came to access their goods with two friends, and she explained she needed about 2 or 3 hours. They went through the whole pod. Every item came out and went onto the warehouse floor. She was looking for a bug placed by her ex to trace her, and we found it.
Wow.
I was absolutely shocked. I just didn't know how bad some of these situations are. But we went through that lady's stuff. As I say, we found the bug. We actually offered to deliver it to Manchester on another job we were taking up to there and leave it up there so the ex could go to Manchester. But we were advised by social services and the police that we should retain it, and that bug is still sitting in the warehouse. So as far as the ex is concerned, she has yet to find a new location.
Oh, wow. I mean, I've got no words to even talk about that. It's just incredible what you do, and then the passion that you put into your business is completely evident from the pair of you. So thank you for what you do.
You're very welcome.
Okay, so these are two quite tricky questions, I think. Depends on how you want to answer them. How can people help you in the short term, and how can people help you in the long term?
We have some availability next week, so please book some storage.
Right, okay.
Tell your friends, and Shoko will say, leave a review, won't you?
Yes, review will be helpful. Trustpilot, Google Business Review, Google Review will be amazing. But also talking about easyStorage, the mobile storage come to your house.
Yeah.
How different we are from other storage would be great, because I hear that when
All the time this comes up.
yes, oh, I didn't know this kind of service exists. So the more people talk about
It's also
better.
until you see the pictures. Once you've seen a picture of a pod and you see a picture of a pod full of boxes and blankets and covering items, people go, "Oh, it's Tetris for grown-ups. That's how you fit it all in."
Yep. It takes a special brain to do that for sure.
Yes, we like to put the china at the bottom and the washing machine on top to keep, it settles in nicely that way. No, there is that is not actually what happens, in case
No.
there is a skill to loading a pod. I mean, just for example, TVs and pictures go on the right-hand side of the pod. Would you know why, Sam?
No.
So if for any reason, when we're driving back, we have to stand on the brakes, everything will shift to the left. However well packed it is, it will shift. The items which are the right-hand side of the pod will have more space around them, and the items on the left will be more tightly packed. So the washing machine is against the left-hand side, and your TV and your pictures are on the right-hand side. We pack them in boxes and we've wrapped them anyway, and we're confident in what we do. But if we have to stand on the brakes for an emergency stop, I am absolutely confident that we will not damage anything in those pods, because we've trained our crews in how to pack and wrap, and then how to even pack it on the lorry.
But depends from which side you look at.
No, well, it's all okay.
Yeah, if you look at because our the doors,
it's always on the right-hand side, because we load from one side of the lorry.
Yeah, okay. Fabulous. Well, I'm so glad we met, Shoko. I think you've got an incredible business and just this fresh approach and new ideas. I had never heard of anything like this, and I think it's really valuable to clients. So yeah, definitely. For anybody watching this today, please share this video, tag anybody that you think might be interested, or could use any of the services that Ed and Shoko are offering from easyStorage Essex. Thank you for watching this latest video, and Shoko, I'll see you at another lunch soon, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
Ed, thank you for your time.
Women's
You'll be working, moving washing machines, sorry.
Somebody else.
Lovely to spend time with you both again, as usual. And yes, thank you for watching. Please share this video and follow me with the next video. I don't know who's going to follow this. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.